You are not lazy, you are not weak. If your workouts suck, it's probably not even your fault. Most people think it's all about motivation or pushing harder, but that's wrong. Even elite athletes have bad sessions, so what makes the difference? In over 7 years of training and helping hundreds of athletes, I noticed one thing. The ones who consistently make progress, they don't rely on hype. They have a repeatable process that makes every workout effective, even on bad days. And today, I'm giving you that exact system. You can have the best program in the world, but if your body is not primed to perform, you'll feel flat, weak, slow. Let's start with the three invisible forces that control how your session feels before you even touch the bar. Sleep, the performance multiplier. Let me ask you this. Have you ever felt like your strength just disappeared one day? The skill that felt solid yesterday just suddenly feels off. Chances are you didn't recover. Sleep isn't just rest. It's where your nervous system resets, your muscles repair, and your brain consolidates movement patterns. Set a sleep schedule, no screens 1 hour before bed, cold room, total darkness. Treat sleep like training. Hydration, the ignored superpower. This one's crazy. A 1 to 2% drop in hydration can reduce power output by up to 10%. That's the difference between hitting your reps or failing halfway. And most of you are dehydrated before you even warm up. So start your day with 2 cups of water and add electrolytes if needed. Keep a bottle with you. Sip throughout the day, not just before you train. And yes, coffee dehydrates, so if you are relying on it pre-workout, make sure you are replacing that water too. You'll feel more connected, more explosive, and less dizzy during hard sets. And here's what I use intra-workout on hot summer days. So in 2 liters of water, I put 5 grams of creatine, 10 grams of essential amino acids, and a big scoop of electrolytes. Oh, by the way guys, as you are watching this video, I'm also preparing to go to hit a training session, and we just hit the third key point, which is pre-workout fuel. Some people train fasted and they feel great, but if you want to crush skills, volume, or high intensity work, you need fuel. Not a full meal that leaves you bloated, but something small, light, and digestible, as I'm eating right now. So here are a few ideas. A banana and a scoop of protein, some bread with honey, or rice cakes with peanut butter. Eat this 60 to 90 minutes before your session. You'll have better endurance, faster recovery between sets, and way more controlling skills. I'll record the next 3 parts of the video in the park while I'm training, so you can see exactly how I implement these steps into my own routine. But for now, I'm just gonna eat some slices of bread with peanut butter, and I'll prepare to go to the workout. So let me hit you with this. Discipline doesn't beat chaos, but clarity does. If you show up to your session not knowing what you are doing, what your goal is, or how you are tracking progress, you are not training. You are just moving randomly and hoping it works. Every elite athlete has structure. Every solid training session should follow a clear and effective structure. Here's how I break mine down. Warm up. This is the foundation of every good workout. I always start with dynamic movements to get my blood flowing, activate the muscles I'm about to use, and prepare my joints for high intensity work. Skipping this step, that's a fast track to injury and poor performance. Once I'm warmed up, I dive into the main goal of the session. This could be skill work like the planche in my example, or strength focused sets like weighted pull-ups or dips. In today's training session, I am aiming for planche combos, but I also need to pay attention to my bicep, because yesterday I had a hard training session and my biceps feels a bit sore and I have a bit of pain. Secondary focus. After the heavy work, I move into accessory exercise or mobility work. For this workout, my secondary focus is one arm handstands and balance, but it can be anywhere for mobility work to target weak links, improve joint health, or maybe your core, scapular stability, or endurance drills. Fourth one, clear goals. I never train just to train. I set specific targets for each segment, whether it's a number of reps, a whole duration, or a technique I want to master. That's how I stay consistent and track real progress over time. Here's a harsh truth. Your body isn't a machine. You'll have off days, feel heavy and stiff. And that's totally okay if you know how to adapt. One of the most powerful mindsets in training is to push as hard as I can in that specific day. If you only train when you feel perfect, you'll train less than 50% of the time. But if you learn to adapt, you will extract value even from your worst sessions. I call this auto-regulated training. It's how you build longevity, it's how you stay injury-free. And ironically, you'll make faster progress because you are stop forcing days that aren't there. A bad day doesn't mean failure, it means feedback. So pay attention on what you did wrong in that day and adjust. In my case, here's how I auto-regulate for this training session. Initially, I wanted to do some heavy planche sets, but because it rained today, it's a bit cold outside, and if I push too hard I will feel some pain in my biceps, and I rather stay safe than having a high intensity workout. But I still have a very great workout. The only thing that I adapted is the intensity. Don't let a bad session influence you. Let me tell you something most influencers won't. Not every session will feel great, and that doesn't make you weak. That makes you human. Training is a long game. It's a series of exposures. Some will feel great, some will suck, but all of them count. Here is a simple mental reset for bad sessions. Ask yourself, did I show up? Did I try my best for today's capacity? Did I move with intention? If the answer is yes, then you've won, even if the numbers aren't perfect. You trained the most important muscle, your discipline. And if you can detach your emotions from your execution, then you'll stop spiraling. That's the mindset of a true athlete. So, as you've seen, even in my case, not every workout is perfect. I had to adapt because of this weather, and I had to reduce my intensity for my planche training, but that's totally okay. So let's make a quick recap of today's lessons. First, have a good sleep, stay hydrated, eat a small meal before your workout, have structure, adapt your training, and don't get discouraged if not everything works perfect. Now, if you want to learn more about calisthenics and master high-level calisthenics skills like the planche or front lever, you can DM me on Insta at the word gravity. If you are not prepared to make this investment yet for yourself, in the description you will find my Instagram and also the link for the free video course.